America, one of the most talked about countries in the world.
The United Kingdom warning its citizens you may be liable to arrest or detention if you break the rules.
It's all you see on the news in 2025.
Several Germans were detained at the U.S. border.
People in our DMs have been genuinely worried when we told them we were heading here. But we're the kind of people who want to find things out for ourselves. So we took the flight and here we are in Miami, not really knowing what to expect, a bit nervous, very curious, and ready for our first ever trip to the States.
Let's see what immigration is like here.
I'm a little bit nervous because this is what you hear on the news a lot, that there's been a lot of things happening here, not specifically at this airport, but just in general, where people have just been like, nope, you're going to jail instead of coming in. So fingers crossed, always good.
Wow. Oh, we're gonna step foot out in America for the very first time. Oh,
it's so warm.
Whoa, it's so hot. Oh, so many of these yellow taxis. I thought that was a New York thing.
Classic. No, but they look different. They're like stretched out different. These look like mean machines. We are in Miami after all, so it's like a little bit different, I assume. Oh, by the way, as you may have noticed, there was no problems at immigration whatsoever. The guy was super nice. We were like joking around. He's like, how much money did you bring? And we were like, we have $60.
The only problem we had is that there was about 600 British people there in front of us that made it take about,
at the same time,
about an hour, I think, in total.
Yeah, it took about an hour. But other than that, super smooth. And then I went to the restroom, and I went into the first one. I was like, oh, oops, I've entered a room that's just like a bidet. So I went to the next one. I was like, oh, this one's the same. It must be the first few. Looked into all of them. That's just what the toilets look like here.
Is it?
They're like really low, really like oval, like forward.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh,
I didn't notice that. And then there's like
a
gap. There's a gap in the seat. So it's like the toilet seat doesn't go all the way around. There's like a gap. I don't know, yeah.
But anyway, we need to get now from the airport to Miami Beach, which is where we're staying. Because tonight we are going to watch Inter Miami, the MLS football team here. And yeah, we need to check into our hotel, have a look around Miami Beach, but also get to the game. It's already...
We booked a train, right?
3:30 now, yeah.
Yeah.
Our train leaves in about 2 hours. I didn't even know America had trains, but apparently they do.
This is super news to me. I only knew about the Amtraks, which is like a big one that goes
Well, let's get a taxi.
far. Anyway, do we need to just jump into one of these?
No, we'll get an Uber. So do you give them tips now, or do you tip them after in the app? Because tipping is something we're going to have to get used to here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fun thing about America is they don't have number plates on the front of the cars.
That is
only on the back.
Honestly, like as he said it, I was like, okay, not a single car has a number plate in the front.
Yeah, so you have to wait till the car's gone past and then have a look. Is it that one? All there is here is like Chevys.
Is that what this is?
Chevrolet. That is a Dodge.
Dodge.
Yeah. Like big cars.
Big cars. But they have big roads here, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's just like another truck.
That's huge.
Hi.
This is nice.
Thank you.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
Getting Ubers and tipping is something we're gonna have to get used to here in America. Turns out you can tip the driver directly from this tablet on the back of the seat. Is 15% tip normal for an Uber?
Look where we are.
We're literally in like the heart of everything. Let's go off the road though.
Literally got dropped off here on the beach. Miami Beach is right here.
This is intense.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Corvette. I haven't seen so many people in bikinis and like swim shorts in a very long time.
Yeah. There's
I think
a lot
that's
of
the
bikinis.
attire here is just swimwear.
Yeah.
Oh, CVS.
Nice.
I just know some of the names of the shops.
That's a pharmacy, right?
Yeah, it is. But when we were in the taxi then, there was just like loads of adverts on the radio for like pharmaceuticals, like Ozempic and stuff. Don't get that in the UK.
No, and it went on for ages.
Yeah, it went on for ages, yeah. They were listing off like what you shouldn't do and side effects and everything. It was just going on and on and on.
So this is it?
Boulevard Hotel.
We're like inside a restaurant. I think this is the first time we've like stayed inside. Are we going? Inside.
Is this moving?
It's making a lot of noise. I think it's moving. We're staying inside, like a restaurant, slash bar. It's vibey, a lot of like music playing.
Yeah, that's what the street looks like, just restaurants.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah. Ah. Gracias. This is so cute. This is our super bright, gorgeous Airbnb.
Such a difference from the outside. Can you drink tap water in Miami? The good news is that while Florida ranks among the states with the worst water quality, tap water in the Sunshine State is considered safe to drink. Is that? That's not good, is it?
No.
That doesn't
sound. That sounds like a bad thing. Like, it's actually really bad, but you won't die.
After cancelling 4 Ubers that were over 20 minutes away, we finally got one to take us to the train station. To say we were cutting it fine would be an understatement.
Honestly, I did not think we were going to make this.
Yeah.
And as soon as we entered the train station, every single person, you could hear them yelling far away, like, go up the escalator. And then we started running.
I'm so glad that Uber lady was there. She was right outside the hotel. Other ones I was trying were like 17 minutes away, 18 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I found her, and that was £40.
But you didn't tell me what was happening, you just started running, and I was like,
it was £40 to do like a 20-minute trip just over the bridge, and I tipped her £5. I think that's decent, right?
I'm not
that's
sure.
Like more than 10%.
Yeah, I think I did do some research on the tipping, and apparently Ubers and stuff, it's like, doesn't have to be that high of a percentage. I don't know.
So this train takes us to Fort Lauderdale, where the stadium is, and I think there's a sort of shuttle that takes us to the stadium.
Yeah.
Called like Ghoul Getter or something.
Yeah, but it's included in the price that we just paid for this train ticket, which if we'd missed it would have been very frustrating. But luckily we did not. They even have a menu on board. You can have all day breakfast. You could order cheese and wine.
Yeah.
Like there's loads of different.
But these seats are like what we've had on some first class trains before. Because America is not really known for public trains. Or like transport trains. They have a lot of freight trains. I think they have the largest amount of train tracks in the world, but they're all used for freight, just for cargo and stuff. But this is lovely.
This is really nice. Oh, it's so warm out here.
We made it to the Chase Stadium.
Woo-hoo, we made it.
Come on, I think we have 10 minutes. Come on, we need to get in.
Okay.
I have just checked the lineup, and Luis Suarez and Messi are playing.
Yay!
Thank you. Oh. Yeah.
This looks so vibey. They've got loads of food carts and stuff.
Look at this. Alright, we need section 125.
There's popcorn.
Wow. There's a lot of food places, I think.
Wow.
We need to come back down here in a sec. I don't want to miss the beginning of the game. You're got the right colour today.
Yeah, I already own this. Easy choice. This is crazy.
This is awesome. There's a proper atmosphere here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, but there's a lot of kids as well, so it's not like intense. Which one?
5 and 6.
Oh, these two.
Yeah. These are
this
2
is a
seats here.
Seat.
Yeah, look at that. Right behind the goal here. Oh. So if you didn't know, Inter Miami, which is the team we're watching today against Toronto, is owned or part owned by David Beckham. I wonder if he's here.
And your Inter Miami!
That is crazy. I can see it.
Yeah.
Wow. What are the chances that we are in Miami?
I know.
And there's a game on the day we arrive.
I know. I'm so glad we made it on time.
Does no one see it?
Seems like no.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow. Yesterday was like a fever dream.
Honestly, it was like a fever dream. I woke up and I was like, huh, okay.
We arrived and then there was massive queues in the airport.
Yeah.
We get to our hotel and we're like, oh my God, we need to leave straight away.
Drop the bags, no taxis.
Taxis were like not coming, and then we got to the game.
She put her foot down. We ran for the train, got to the game. Game was epic.
Game was awesome.
We saw Messi score.
Yeah.
Technically twice.
Twice.
But one was disallowed.
Yeah. So you've seen Messi score. Like not many people have seen Messi score in real life.
And it was really cool. The atmosphere was actually incredible. Like incredible.
And we saw David Beckham.
Oh yeah, he was there. He was there. Sat in a suit. He's like, We're like, yes.
And then we got, like, as you can imagine with a football game, at the end, everyone trying to get taxis. We reserved one because our taxi driver said, if you want to save some money, reserve them earlier.
Yeah, so we reserved one.
That. And then, oh my God, these roads in America, they're like 6 or 7 lanes, and this guy was just weaving in and out in his Tesla.
Yeah. It was going fast. It was going fast. The time was going down. Estimated arrival time was like quicker.
And then we got home at about 10:30, and then we went straight to sleep.
Yeah, and now we've woken up. We're sat on 8th Street. We are literally on Miami Beach pretty much, and then we're just on the corner in a place called News Cafe. It was highly recommended by our Airbnb host, and it is so vibey. So
you hear
far.
the music, maybe?
Yeah, and this is like music in our playlist when we're trying to get vibes going. We've got some fresh orange juice, a flat white with oat milk, and we've got some French toast coming. We don't want to eat too much, we're going to share that, because today we've got a bit of a walking food tour a little bit later on.
In Little Havana.
Little Havana, so I think it's going to be very, it said like a lot of Cuban-inspired foods.
Yeah. And like cigar making or something.
And more coffee, I think.
Interesting.
I'm super excited.
But one thing about, well, I'm going to say America, but Miami at least, is that we're having, everywhere we've gone, we have to take an Uber.
Yeah.
Which is adding up. Like we already spent about £170 on Ubers already.
I think next time we come to America, we're gonna have to rent a car and just make that part of the trip, because, or how else do you get around? Because I've not seen any buses, and we also don't like buses. So, you know, it's kind of catch-22. How do we get around? Because walking to Little Havana from here will take us forever.
Yeah, it would take a long time. And I don't think you can.
I don't know, it's not very, it doesn't seem very walkable. Here is walkable.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is vibing. Everyone is so nice.
Completely different vibe from yesterday. And yesterday, the reason there was so many people out, because there was a pride parade on. Because when we arrived, I saw some woman topless, and I was like, is that normal here?
Yeah, we were like, Miami is crazy. But no, it was just a Pride Festival.
Yeah, so at
least it's a little bit calmer today. Yeah, and the sun is shining. It's literally a gorgeous day. I was expecting all the coffees in America to be, you know, when they're like, when you watch movies and they're in a diner and they just pour black coffee from like a refillable jug. I was kind of not expecting them to like have like flat whites and stuff. I don't know why. Anyway, we've got oat milk flat white, and it's genuinely better than any of the ones that we've had in the UK recently. Just because I don't know, in the UK I feel like sometimes they don't seem to know how to make a coffee well. But this one's really nice. Oh, this looks exciting. We've got peanuts already. Straight in, I've got peanuts, we're getting coffee.
This is called a colada, which is the name of the establishment. La colada.
La colada. What does that mean?
So it basically means, basically strained.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That is so sweet.
That's amazing.
It's not bitter at all, is it?
That is so good.
When coffee's good, it's just lovely like that, isn't it?
No, that's so nice.
It's almost chocolate.
Yeah.
That is delicious.
Before we came to Miami, we had no idea there was so much Cuban influence here. Our amazing local tour guide Ari takes us to some of her favorite spots in Little Havana. After a delicious coffee, we start with the story of the guayabera, the classic Cuban shirt worn for everything from weddings to domino games in the park.
Come and see Big Papa at the Assis Men's Square at 1512 Southwest A Street, so you can learn a little bit of the Cuban history about the guayabera.
We try a whole box of Cuban savory snacks and sweet treats, empanadas, croquetas, and pastelitos de guayaba. Those flaky pastries filled with cream cheese and guava.
Like the tartness
Like
of
a
the guava.
cheesecake inside a pastry.
Then comes the sugarcane juice, pressed right in front of us in an old-school fruit market that's been here for generations.
Whoa.
Ari then takes us to watch one of the only remaining places still hand-rolling cigars, a craft that's passed down like a family recipe. It's oddly mesmerizing. Walking down Calle Ocho, the energy is unreal. There's Cuban music everywhere, artwork, countless more cigar shops, and we pass spots like Domino Park and La Casa de los Trucos, a really old-school costume and joke shop.
That's actually me.
This tour really shows how much of Cuba's heart lives in Miami, and we honestly feel like we're getting a totally different side to the city here.
We never buy dark roast, but this was really good. So gonna take this home.
We can make Cuban coffee at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see how it is in a latte.
Yeah.
It'll be good. That was a super awesome tour with a proper local.
Yeah, honestly, like she knew pretty much everyone, or everyone knew her.
Yeah.
So vibey, like you can feel and smell like the culture in this area.
She was like
really
skipping
cool.
the queues and everything because
Yeah.
she knew the staff. It was awesome.
It was brilliant, and that coffee was incredible. But we got some.
Can't
we
wait
got
to
literally
try
got
that.
coffee and cake.
Go back. It's gonna be so good.
So you can book this walking food tour on Klook, along with trains in Japan or food tours somewhere else. It literally, Klook has got so many things in there, and it's a really, really nice way to find activities in places you've maybe never been before.
Klook makes planning your trips super easy. You can browse the app or website by city, country, or even type of activity, whether it's theme parks, cultural tours, or train tickets. It shows everything in over a dozen languages and lets you pay in more than 40 currencies. Plus, you can check real reviews and photos to help you pick the right experience for you. Booking only takes a minute, and you've got everything in one place, ready to go before you even land.
And if you use our discount code 2P1D Klook or 2P1D Klook off, you can get up to 10% off on anything you book.
All right, we're back on Miami Beach now, which is where we're staying. We're staying just down there.
There.
Oh, yeah. Our hotel, or Airbnb is just there. So this place reminds me of playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas because it was designed to look like Miami Beach. So I remember just running around, driving, and you know.
To be honest, some of the driving that we've had here in the taxis,
It's a little bit
GTA. I've got to be honest. It's like very like, whoa, whoa, go there. And you're like, whoa, there's a person. I will say though that our impressions of America or Miami as a whole definitely has changed from yesterday to today. Yesterday was chaotic, intense. It was like an overload to every single sense that we have. And today it's been a lot more, I don't know, just vibey.
Yeah, like music like that.
Yeah, everywhere. It's like, ooh, all you want to do is like move your hips.
Like you couldn't tell that there's any sort of issues going on with this country. Like it's just normal.
No, honestly, the only time politics has ever come up is if a taxi driver's like, oh, what about Trump then? And we're like, haha, yeah. But other than that, it's been just like visiting any other holiday destination.
Yeah.
Really calm, really beautiful, really nice. Everyone's been super friendly now. I don't know if that's because we have to tip them or if they're just like really friendly people.
Yeah, I haven't really seen any of the sort of stereotypical American things that people, you know, say about America in the media, like overweight people. Everyone here is running and is extremely in good shape.
Literally, they're making us look bad. Everyone's just like jogging past and they look like models. I'm thinking, what's going on? Maybe it's a Miami thing. I'm not sure.
There's no, well, we've not seen any people with guns.
No.
Even though I did see a gun shop yesterday when we were going on the way to the football.
I haven't seen any of the quintessential things that I was like kind of excited to try. Like I haven't seen any Targets. I haven't seen In-N-Out Burger. What are the other
Chick-fil-A.
ones? Chick-fil-A, although I don't know if I can eat anything there.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
The only fast food I've seen is that really nice looking McDonald's on the tour earlier. Like, I was envisaging fast food everywhere, but all I've seen is really nice restaurants.
Yeah, like really quaint little cafes and, you know, Mexican restaurants and all kinds of food. Yeah.
We've been bamboozled.
We've been bamboozled by the media, come on.
Like, look at this path. We're just walking down
I
now
know.
towards South Point.
Look how beautiful this is. This looks like a private neighborhood where if you were staying in like the most luxurious resort ever, you get to walk here. No, it's just public. Yeah.
Now we're actually on Miami Beach, and it's a really nice beach.
It is. It is.
Like,
again,
really
it's kind
nice.
of. I was expecting Miami Beach to be full sardines. It's perfect weather for the beach.
And it's really long. That's why, isn't it?
It's calm. Yeah. And it's really well kept.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm liking it.
I'm liking it too. Not that I was expecting to like dislike it, but I wasn't expecting
the messages we received on our Instagram.
I got kind of freaked out, yeah.
People made it seem like there was going to be hell here.
Also, as soon as people found out that it was Miami specifically, it was like, oh no, Miami, that's going to be your first place. But I think probably that's just because it's so overwhelming to the senses. It's not that it's not nice here, where we've been so far. It's been amazing.
Yeah.